Hey everybody, thank you for joining me on the A plus E channel, anything and everything. And today I am changing this battery out of my 2016 Nissan Maxima. Got a lot of corrosion going on the terminals here, which basically tells me that there's an acid leak, which is what caused the corrosion to build up on the posts around the terminals. The washers down here, they're covered too, so I'm gonna just take this battery out. I've had it tested a couple times. I don't even know how it's still running at this point because they haven't passed any tests that I've taken it to, whether it be Firestone or actual Nissan. You know, they tell me it don't pass, but for whatever reason it's still starting up my car. Maybe if you can figure out why, you can leave some answers in the comment sections as to what's up with that, you know. But maybe I'll find out for myself, and then I'll just put it in the comments myself when I figure out how that's even possible. But yeah, I'm gonna change this out today, clean these cables up a lot, and then I'm gonna clean up posts, put on some new washers, put some grease in the terminals, and yeah. Then I'm gonna install the new battery, put everything back together, and make it look a little prettier than it is now, for sure. There's nothing really hectic you need tool-wise for this job. I got this little socket, little ratchet set, Duralast set from AutoZone. It came with this ratchet, with this socket, and it came with this extension, and then it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 different sockets, both metric and standard sizes. So you don't need no great big toolbox for this job. Yeah, so I'm using 10 millimeter to take off this nut right here. All right, just so that everyone understands their safety procedures, right? So you do need to have gloves when you do this job, like particularly like when I was taking off this nut, if any part of this would have came in contact with metal, there definitely would have been like some sparks and some shocks, and you could definitely hurt or kill yourself from this. So put on some gloves. I'm gonna follow my own advice and at least have on one if I plan on coming in contact with something. After you get this nut off, go ahead and take this cable off and try to tuck it to the side somewhere, and then proceed to take off this other side, just so you know you have a less chance of that happening. There shouldn't be any reason why you should shock yourself if there's no connection here, but you can't be too careful with electricity. So much corrosion on here. If you have a hard time lifting it up, get yourself a flathead screwdriver, try to pry up. You know, if you've got as much corrosion, verdigris, whatever around the cable that you can't see clear and pull it up, tap on it, get it to move around, agitate it a bit so you can see. You want to get in between these two sides of this cable. If you're a real stickler about cleanliness, go ahead and get you a shop vac or one of those like mini air blowers and mini vacuums that you can get from Amazon or a local store near you to suck all this up. I'm gonna end up getting someone to clean the under my hood for me in the first place. So, or anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me right now because I know eventually it's all gonna get cleaned. Which that kind of maintenance is important for your car too. I can't really try to get on anybody about it because I don't really do it myself, but it is good to do to keep this inside clean. Especially if you're a person who likes to maintenance your own car. You know, the better you can see wearable seats, the better for you. Kind of sleepy. I'll just let it sit right there for a second. That thing is you see that? That shit just tapped metal. But luckily, this is undone. Like I theorized, turned out to be true. There's no feedback from that, so. Pretty much the same. Where I go. Clean it up a little bit so I can see. Please. Jesus. God, you are annoying. Yeah, it's definitely this way. You don't necessarily need a socket and a ratchet for these two. You can use a 10mm ratchet wrench. With you can either get one with 2 closed or 2 open. It doesn't really matter. Or not, just 2 closed or with 1 closed. Or you can opt out for these 2 closed and box wrenches. They give you that little protrusion up so you can get over things. It becomes more pronounced the higher you go up in size. But this is only an option if you don't have long weld sockets. I do have them, I just don't feel like going to get them. I'm being lazy today. I figured this is a good way to show you your other options, but to save you this long headache, just go get you some long weld sockets. Because this could take who knows how long. Longer than you want to deal with. Especially if you can't get it to just do what you want to do like this. Even otherwise, it's still hard. Trying to see if taking this bracket off will help me get this off. Get this terminal post off. Get the terminal off the post easier. Because it's giving me some problems right now. More than one, huh? Jesus. Shouldn't get mixed up. Let's see here. They are not playing about the security of this battery, I tell you that. What I like about this is that it's double-sided. I got 10 on this side and 11 on this side, so got more bang for my buck. Let's see. Yo. Oh, that's easy. That's simple right there. I like that. That's good. Now you still don't want to give. Okay. It's a little rusty. That might be part of the cause. Also, I got somewhere I got a ratchet. I got a ratchet wrench that's a 10mm that bends at the end where the ratcheting part is. I have no idea where that is, but that's probably the most convenient. Next to long weld sockets. This just does not want to be my friend today. It's not high enough for me to attack with the ratchet. Ooh, would it be even easier for something like this? Just put a driver on it. Get you one of those attachments that go inside of a socket and into a driver. And then just put the socket you need on the attachment. Whoo! Because you ain't got to really worry about shipping anything in this case. Let's see. I still don't think it's high. Oh. All of that. Oh, I tell you. Alright. Helped a little. Had to go and get myself a handy dandy hammer. You need to be careful with this and recognize where the splits are in this so that you don't fuck something up. And I mostly focused on these the edges here and the edges from here. That's slayed on the edge of the bolt, and I just tapped it out. You know, tapped this side, and it allowed this terminal to spread open for me so I can lift it up a lot easier. Because Lord knows, it's freaking ridiculous. Whew. Man, I tell you, this is one dirty, dusty terminal, that's for sure. Now it's time to clean these up a bit. I wonder if... I have no idea where that came from. Interesting, though. What's that? Dirty, I tell you. Like back like that. Down here. And then you're just gonna return. Get this on here. Come on. Now you're just gonna put this back on there. I'm gonna clean these off a little bit more. Add some battery terminal protector grease. Helps prevent corrosion and repels dirt from getting in the inside or building up around it. It helps. Over time, if it's bad enough, it won't be able to do shit, clearly. Or it won't be able to do anything, clearly. Alright. So, cleaned everything off as best as I can for what I got. You definitely can do more, get it down to the brass, but I'm just worried about it being clean and clear for the most part. So, when you want to grease your terminals, you can take some grease and put it, a little dab of it on a cloth. Try to get every part that I felt like I saw had all that stuff on there. That's gonna clean it up a little bit more too. It's not a miracle. And I also put a little bit of it on around the pads that I felt like this was gonna sit on. Make sure you clean up under it too. Believe it or not, it gets crusty, dusty under there too. Nah, I ain't gonna try that. Gonna go back to my ratchet socket. Start her up. And there you have it, folks. Okay. Make sure you put that back on there.